And welcome back to the Daily News. Mike Wagner has joined us once again this week to give us an update on lots of things. He is, of course, the director of the Hilton Head Beach Patrol. And I think last week we talked about jellyfish. So it's not so much an issue this year.
Not yet.
This week.
Not yet. We haven't seen the numbers that we've seen in the past where we can get, thousands in a week.
Okay.
It just hasn't come to fruition. They've started a little bit.
Not
could be coming still, but hasn't been as bad as it has been in past years.
Okay,
sure.
So that's good news. Now maybe the not so good news, you had like a competition in North Myrtle Beach last week, I believe, and you took some of your lifeguards and you did okay.
Yeah, we had a lot of individual success. We had Weston Neville, he's one of our lifeguards, won the 2K, and he won it easily. Ran a great race. And we had a lot of individual success in a few areas, but it was a rough competition. There was a lot of lightning.
Yeah, you said weather.
Yeah, we got delayed a lot. So a lot of the big events actually we didn't even get to do, which was disappointing. But yeah, we had we didn't rank high overall, but we had a lot of good competitors. Everybody at least got a point, which doesn't always happen, so that's a good thing.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had a good time. We had a really good time.
All right,
for sure.
We're going to talk about some specific rules, ordinances about beach manners, I guess.
Sure.
First of all, we saw the story in San Diego where there was a girl, I think a 16-year-old girl, that got sucked up in the sand, had to be dug out. So what is the rule, the ordinance about digging holes?
Right. So there's an ordinance for digging holes that they can't be deeper than a foot on Hilton Head, and they need to be filled in before you leave the beach. And the main reason that rule was put in place was to avoid sea turtles either coming in to nest and hitting those holes, or the hatchlings falling into the holes when they're hatched. On our end, it's very much a beach safety concern. The rule of thumb nationwide is never dig a hole deeper than the knees of the smallest person in your group. And the reason for that, and also never dig a hole deeper than it is wide. Because if that sand collapses, you forget how heavy sand is. So it's very easy to suffocate. And it's also very difficult to dig people out because the sand, as you dig it up, it keeps filling in.
So you have to have a wide...
And so you have to, a huge area has to be dug around. So very frightening video. You saw, I mean, backhoes and
she was
everything.
Okay, but
made it out. But I know there's been many, many cases where people haven't made it out.
I know, that's very scary. Another ordinance is about leaving your stuff on the beach. So you put up your cabana, you put up your umbrella, you've got and then you say, well, we're going to be here for a week. I'm just going to leave it there and then come back in the morning. You're not supposed to do that.
Right. Things cannot be left on the beach overnight. Basically, sunset to sunrise in the morning, they should be taken up.
Okay.
And we see that here and there, particularly with canopies, people that don't want to lug those off. But lately we've seen a lot of umbrellas and chairs left on the beach overnight. So we need
just a reminder.
Again, because turtles can run into those. A turtle mother that's going to dig a nest, if she runs into one of those, she might just turn back and not lay the eggs.
Okay, very good. In my headlines, I talk about this new company that is started July 1, picking up all of the waste and the trash. I think it's called
I-2.
I-2.
Yep.
And so you all used to do some of that, but now this is more of a recycling company.
Right. They are directly a recycling company. They actually, other people take the garbage. They get it all off, but another company hauls off the garbage. But I-2 does the recycling in-house. So fortunately for them, they're easy. It's a lot easier for them to get a lot of the material recycled because we were limited by the amount of contamination that they can take.
I see.
Because essentially most places they can take 0% contamination, which is pretty impossible from the beach.
All right, very good. So, Mike, we've got about 20 seconds left. You have been on these beaches for decades.
Yes, a long time, a long time.
And just very quickly, why do you do what you do? Why do you just love the?
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah, it's I get to meet so many people, guards coming through. I just love the job.
Very good. Well, we love you too.
Thank
you, Mike Wagner with the Hilton Head Beach Patrol. And we'll be right back. We'll have an arts and entertainment update with Lisa Richardson. Don't go away.